Good afternoon, or right before noon rather. Glad to have you back with the channel. Coffee on, coffee strong. Old Cleo once again in the video. Hey boy. You ever felt like you've been pulled out of your time zone and dropped in another someplace like a Twilight zone? Turned on the news this morning. This is the regular news now, up in Raleigh, which is about 45 minutes away from me. They got a guy, he ended up stabbing 5 people before they got him. Ended up being a mental patient. Okay, and then last week there was a story about some guy at the Skybow Road in Fayetteville at the Walmart up there. He's walking around the Walmart with no pants on, just flashing Mr. Willie everywhere. They got him come to find out he's mental. And yesterday, me and the wife was in the Walmart on Gillespie Street, and there's this old man. He was cussing his wife out. You can tell both of them were, I'm not making fun of none of this. I'm just saying, why are they out amongst the public when they should be in a care facility someplace where they can't hurt themselves and hurt others? And just yesterday uptown, there was some crazy man at the stoplight, had pulled his shirt off and was pointing at cars when they drove by and was cussing people out. And come to find out, he's a mental patient. And folks, the reason I'm making this video is I'm trying to tell you, these are the individuals that will hurt you and get away with it. Cause as soon as you stab that head, you the one's gonna get charged and go to jail. And they're gonna say, well, he's unfit. He don't know what he's doing. That might be okay. That might be true. But why is he roaming free on the street where he can hurt himself and other people? This is what causes a lot of people to get hurt. When the smoke clears and they find out what the deal is, there's some damn mental patient. It's not our job to deal with these darn people. I guess, they have rights like everybody else, but if they have a handicap where they need to be in some place, they need to be in that place. And I know what's happened. They cut the funding for all of these psychiatric institutions and throw the patients in the street. That's exactly what they did. There's no excuse for that. They've closed these places down, cut the funding, and threw these people in the street for us to have to deal with. It's like they want us to take them out so they ain't got to deal with it. But then we're the ones that end up getting charged. I read one news article in Myrtle Beach a few months ago where a lady was minding her business on the pier fishing. Some guy walks by with a knife and just stabs and tries to cut the heck out of her. And they finally got that guy and told him to move on, but he ended up back on the pier harassing fishermen again. So what do? They want you to handle it. That's what it is. The police don't want to deal with these people. They can't put a psychiatric patient in jail. He needs to be in a facility somewhere. Jail, you throw them in jail, they're going to get released and go right back doing the same thing. And they ain't going to come to court. They ain't too confident to stand trial. What's that going to do? You wasting time. These are things, man, to make this like a different time zone or something. Back in the day, they kept them people locked up, man, and people would get on with their lives. And now, man, I tell you how bad it was. Right before I retired from the sheriff's office, I was on the way home and there was a call. And I radioed in and I said, I'll handle it, I'm close by. So when I got there was a man, he was waving me down. I said, well, sir, what's happening? Now, he was in another county. And he said that he had pulled up in his yard and was doing something And a guy jumped up in his truck and hauled ass with his truck, stole his truck. So he jumped in his van and followed the guy all the way down here. I had the guy on the ground, handcuffed and everything, but what had happened, here you got, this was a homeless dude that didn't have no legs. He was handicapped. He was in a wheelchair. The dumb son of a gun had I reckon he took an old wooden chair and broke the leg off of it, so he could work the gas pedal, and he was good at it now. He could work the gas and the brake with that stick. So he threw his wheelchair down when the guy weren't looking, jumped up in his truck, hauled ass with his truck, claimed he was coming down here past the county line to see his kids. Ended up being he was a paranoid schizophrenic, PTSD. He's a young boy. He fried his brain up with drugs back in the day. And how he ended up handicapped is somebody in his family, he was bullying and on dope. Somebody shot him in the damn back and it paralyzed him. That's how he ended up in the wheelchair. See, why ain't he's in a facility now after he screwed up about 15 times. And I was told he was in a convenience store somewhere one time in the wheelchair. He went in there, started snatching stuff off the shelf and throwing it on the floor and showing his butt, and the police had to spray him or tase him or whatever. They didn't want to mess with him because he was in a wheelchair. I wouldn't worry about that. I'd snatch his run right out that darn chair. That boy's foolish. When you deal with him and you know him, that's what you have to do. It's not that you're trying to mistreat him. You just know what to do. But anyway, I wanted to throw that out there. If you like what you see and hear, man, hit like and subscribe. Appreciate you having you on the channel, man. You have a good one.